Hello again everyone. So for this video I wanted to focus on the upcoming feature of split shot mechanics being rolled out to new weapons. So a few of you may already be familiar with how we added split shots to weapons such as the Shadow Slicer and the Gravitic Lance here. Which I'll just quickly demonstrate. And you can see it's very much, it allows you to target more than one thing. You can use ballistic lines to see what you're targeting, and you'll also get helpful tooltips underneath. Now, these initial weapons were very much a sort of test case, as was the ballistic torpedo on the demos. But what I always wanted to do was sort of roll out the more sort of smaller weapons, but ones that sort of have more than one gun, and currently have to shoot the same target. So an excellent example of this is the twin array. So let's see what it can now do. It now has a second firing mode, you'll see it has normal, and now it has split. If you choose split, you can then, very similarly to the other weapons, just target more than one thing. You will get in the tooltip a new thing called shots remaining, which if I reduce a shot, you'll see I have one shot remaining. If I reselect and then retarget that shot, I have 0 shots remaining. And this part of the tooltip will only show up when you've selected split firing, just to avoid some clutter. And one of the reasons it's there is if you try and commit a turn, there's now a new warning which says following ships have weapons with unused shots. And it's the Primus that I was just targeting there. And that will then, along with the tooltip, help you find like, well, did I mean to not fire that shot? I.e., am I saving it for intercept? Because that's, you can now do that if you want to fire one shot offensively and one shot defensively. You now have that option, which wasn't the case before because you either had to do both offensively or both defensively. So it'll add a new element of gameplay that way. But one thing that I would emphasize is that this is completely optional. I mean, this is very much a sort of extra mode for people who wanted to get more into that sort of detail, like you might have done at the tabletop level, but it is not mandatory in any way at all. You can continue to use the weapons in their sort of simplified form as they currently are, should you choose to. So this change is due in the next patch. It's testing well, and it will be rolled out for twin arrays, bi-quad arrays, Centauri heavy arrays, so all the arrays, but along with some of the more sort of advanced weapons. So the multiphasic cutter, for example, had 3 shots. The telekinetic cutter on Mind Riders has 2 shots. They'll be able to do it as well. And the custom third space faction, its psionic concentrator will also be able to split when it's firing in 2 or 4 shot modes. And the quad particle beam on EA bases. It got it because why not, right? Such a widely used unit. Anyway, I hope you guys will enjoy this sort of extra element of various of these common weapons, and let me know what you think. Cheers.